Hello. Thank you so much for clicking and watching my video. Let me tell you what you're gonna see in this vlog, girl. It's real chill, nothing crazy, lots of cooking, lots of meditating. I start a new journal, talk to you about what I've been thinking about for the past few weeks, give you a little bit of life updates. If that's your vibe, I hope you like this video. And yeah, thanks for watching again. Bye. Hey girl, I've been sitting here for a few hours and I want to talk about the books that I started reading. This one, aliens have taken over the earth, girl. Aliens have taken over the earth and they are taking over human bodies. Like imagine we have, imagine a bunch of aliens come to the earth right now and they're basically just going body shopping, like whose body am I going to take over to live as today? Girl, I was being a little dramatic at this part. They don't actually shop around to figure out who it is that they want to be. It's more so like they're reborn and they can pick and choose like whether or not they want to be an adult or they want to be a child, but they don't actually go through and choose who it is that they're going to live life as. So I was being dramatic. Now, like, whose life am I going to take over today? And that's essentially what they're doing. They're coming onto Earth and they're taking over these human bodies as hosts. And they're doing that with the hopes of the original human soul, consciousness, and memories, like, kind of slowly fading out. And they kind of, they have, like, therapy sessions and stuff to help them adjust to human life. But the main character isn't really adjusting as she should because the human soul, like of the body that she's in, is still very much present, and it's basically like two souls living in one body, as opposed to like the alien jumping inside of the body and being able to kind of drown out the original soul. Nobody likes Earth in this book. Like, nobody wants to be on Earth. Nobody wants to live on Earth, on the Earth planet. It's more of like a challenge sort of thing. Like if you're more of like a fresh soul, you, I guess, don't really choose Earth as your first planet, which I thought was interesting. They don't say that specifically, but that's basically what I've gathered from what I've read, which is pretty cool. I kind of think that this is supposed to be a romance. Have I gotten that far into the book? No, but I believe that it's supposed to be sort of a romance type deal. It's the same person that wrote Twilight 2, by the way. So my sushi bookmark fell out. Oh well. I lost my page. I bought this from the Goodwill for $3.99, but somewhere else was selling it for only $2. It's pretty crazy.
Oh my God. The old man here wants us to take the Prince of Kingdom.
Oh, is that what all this yelling is about? Is that really that dangerous?
One of the 7 warlords
He's a legally recognized pirate, and because of that fact, there is no bounty on his head. However, long ago...
Great imitation, old guy.
Imitation of who?
Princess,
Oh my goodness. It's tea.
What's an eternal pose?
you've never heard of it? You could say that it's sort of like a perfect version of the long pose. Whereas a long
Okay.
pose will
All
always
right.
say stuff in the island hopping.
If you go exploring, you'll need to eat. I'll pack you a lunch.
Thanks. While you're at
You can capture bigger game than I can, like my hunting skills are.
What do you mean pounds? Because I'll bring back tons.
Why don't you let your hunting do your talking for you?
shell's good fish. How strange. It's sort of a...
Following me for a while. Can't you see?
It's broken.
I don't know what you're supposed to be, but I'm guessing you're edible.
Put a little too much sugar in it.
Let me see. Which one was it? Maybe...
I'm diluted with some water.
Huh. That's weird. What's a sea king doing on land?
It's too sweet.
We're preserved. Some of these islands have developed extremely sophisticated cultures, both biological and sociological. You can only assume that it's the random climates within the Grand Line that make this possible. I mean, what other explanation is there? We're standing on the island that predates.
I'm about to take my baby for a WALK. It's windy outside, and I was debating whether or not I wanted to take him out because there was like a little bit of dust that had kicked up in the air, and I was like, no. But it looks like it's okay right now, and if I don't take him out tonight, it'll be 2 nights without a WALK, and he gets a little antsy once we get to that point. So I'm like, let's just go ahead and do it. Let's just go ahead and do it. Gosh, look. I put up the leaves and the lights. I've had them up before, but I took them down because I get bored with looking at the same thing too often. But I put them back up and they're so nice. My cat kept looking up there. I believe he saw like a, I hope he saw just like a fly or something. I hope that's what he was seeing. But he inspired me to do it like this, just based on how he was looking up at the ceiling. One of my favorite things to do is go to bed, and guess what time it is? Oh, my big old babies. He's so sweet. You want to get down?
Get a hold of yourself, Eugene. I'm going in.
All right, ready?
So we're heading to the right direction.
Thank you so much.
That's great. Yeah. Hey.
Hey girl, it's been a while. I don't like the glare in my glasses. Ooey. Ooey. I haven't really been making content much lately because my anxiety has just been through the damn roof, and I've had to process that on my own and just try to figure out like where it's coming from. Do I know where it's coming from? Hell no. I just think that it's there. I just think that it exists and it's going to exist, and there's not really anything that I can do about it. So there's that. Like in the mornings, it's, you know, morning for me right now. Not, it's noon, but I've been awake for 2 hours, so it's morning for me. And, or for my body, you know, for me, for my body, you know. And girl, I learned that like my cortisol in the morning, in the first few hours of the day, it is through the roof, and my anxiety is also really bad, and I just have this really strong feeling of just dread, and I don't want anything to do with the day, you know. And that's mostly when I choose to be a lot more active, because I can distract myself that way, you know. But then sometimes the feeling just gets it gets too overwhelming, you know. It gets too overwhelming, and I be needing to go inward and just kind of isolate. Because also as an adult, like, I don't know, if you grew up being the kid that like had to take care of themselves and also take care of others, that doesn't really change as an adult. You grow up still needing to take care of yourself, and then there's a part of you that feels like you have to take care of others, you know. There's a part of you that just feels good taking care of others, and you have to unlearn that and learn boundaries, and it's just a whole process in itself, girl. It's a whole lot, you know. And I feel like along with that, like, it's like as a kid, I didn't necessarily get to be a kid. I didn't necessarily get to live a life that didn't have stress and didn't involve me overthinking and needing to constantly, like, just be hypervigilant. And that doesn't really escape as an adult, no matter how badly you want it to. And, I mean, I feel like a big portion of, like, I don't know. I just feel like a huge portion of my drive to put myself out there and to put myself out there with the intention of making something with myself, with the intention of showing my talents, with the intention of making money someday, you know? That's been my drive. That's basically been my drive. Just wanting to be able to not be so stressed, not be so, I have to have the next step figured out, I have to have this figured out, I have to have that figured out, I have to have this taken care of, I have to have that taken care of, you know. I have to. I don't know, I feel like having more money, it won't necessarily fix it, but it will help. It will help, you know? I know it will. I understand that more money, more problems, more work. I get it. That's not going to stop me from wanting more for myself, though, you know? And I don't necessarily want more for myself to, I don't know, I don't necessarily want to buy name brand things, girl. Not necessarily. I mean, food. Food. Like, girl, yeah, I want to go and, you know, buy good food and stuff, but like, I don't necessarily, you know, I don't know. I want to buy good food. I want to travel. I want to talk to people, you know? A part of me not being able to be my fun, bubbly self 24/7, which is like one of my main issues with consistently recording and making content. A part of that ties into my sense of security. I don't feel secure in like any area in my life, girl. So it's like, I'm really just having a hard time in that department, you know? But even though I feel that way, I'm still kind of forcing myself to pretend. Fake it till you make it, you know? I'm pretending. I'm pretending. I'm doing it. I don't even know if I'm gonna keep this portion of the video. I probably will, because it's like I'm not saying anything crazy, you know? I'm not saying anything crazy. And that's exactly my problem, you know? I got on TikTok and I used to just talk about my experiences with things, emotionally and unemotionally. Well, not unemotionally. Basically, like, reserved and also not necessarily reserved, you know? And I mean, it got me somewhere. It did. It got me into the Creator Rewards program. I did make a little bit of money, but with that, it's like I didn't necessarily know how to keep people's attention, you know, with that, you know? It's like if you broadcast your struggle and people are following you because of your struggle, that's what they want to see, your struggle. Because anything else that I was posting, like my art stuff or like my cooking stuff or anything, the algorithm was not pushing that out and people did not give a fuck. People didn't give a damn. But also, understandably, like with me, like when I'm emotional, it's not like cute and quirky. It's like actually like heavy and real and dreadful and uncomfortable. Oh my gosh, girl, we're digging right now. We're digging deep right now, girl. Uncomfortable. That's been a word that has been sitting with me lately, you know? That's been a word that's been sitting with me, you know? Not liking discomfort, not wanting other people to feel discomfort on account of me, you know? And me being me, that makes people uncomfortable. They do. That's the reality, girl. Unfortunately. And it's not that like I intentionally go out of my way to make people uncomfortable. It's just that I am a very big personality. I am a very big individual, and I find myself needing to like keep her contained. But in the process of doing that, I am unhappy. I'm not happy. I am not happy. Do I look happy? I mean, I might look okay because I am okay, but like I am not thriving in any way, shape, or form. So, I don't know. I've spent a lot of years basically just trying to contain myself and just present the parts of my personality that people are okay with versus hiding the parts that people aren't, or, you know, only showing like, you know, just like, it's like, okay, you can be silly for a second, but like you have to wrap it up real quick, you know, hide it, put it away, you know, don't be too loud, don't be too silly, don't be too goofy, don't have too much fun, don't laugh too much, you know, don't smile too much, you know, everything is always too much. somewhere along the way, I internalized the feeling of taking up too much space. It's not that I'm not okay with taking up space. I know I'm okay to take up space, but it's that I take too much space. So maybe that just means that I'm not okay with taking up space, girl, because it's like what do you mean? Some packages are bigger than others. Some boxes need more space than others. Why are we going throughout life acting like one size fits all when we know that one size does not fit all? This is not equality, this is equity. We're looking for equity. We've established that. Yet you're sitting here acting like you have to hide yourself and you have to be who everybody else, you feel like you have to be who everybody else wants you to be instead of who you want to be. Who the fuck do you want to be? Why are you doing this? You're not doing this for everybody else. You're doing this for you. What do you want to do? You know? And if we're being honest, a part of what I want to do is please others. But is that real? Do I really want to please others? Why do I want to please others? To feel good about myself, for the validation. Girl, that's ego. Is it? I don't know. But really, it's not that I want validation, but like it is ego. At this point in my adult life, it is ego. But guess why? Because really who I want that from is my parents. I really just want that from my parents. I really just want that love and that support and that validation and that uplifting energy from my parents. But I guess now it's like you have to give that to yourself. And once you're able to give that to yourself, you will receive that from other people. But like you have to receive it from yourself first. You have to be comfortable getting it from yourself first. And I'm not comfortable getting it from myself. Because the number one thing that I do on a day-to-day basis is criticize myself. I criticize myself. I belittle myself. I genuinely tell myself that I hate myself more than I love myself. I do catch myself, because these days I am more mindful. I'm like, nope, we're not going to say that. I will even tell myself to shut the fuck up, Like I will catch myself shut the fuck up. We are not going to say that. Find better words. There are better ways to express what it is that you're going through. You don't hate yourself. What is it that you're feeling right now? What exactly do you feel right now? Because it's not hatred for yourself. I invalidate myself. I want validation from other people, but then I turn around and I invalidate myself. As soon as I get the validation from other people, I invalidate it. I'm sitting here and I have the people around me telling me that I'm amazing and I'm great. I'm getting that validation from people that actually love me, but I'm not doing it for myself. I'm not validating myself because for whatever reason, I don't feel like I'm worthy of it. Or I don't know. I do remember when I was like a teenager, I told myself that it was easier to be humble. If I humbled myself, I would have an easier time in life. And a part of that is true. But when did humbling myself become bullying myself? Is that what humbling is? Because yeah, it's good to be humble, but in terms of being I had to humble myself, has there been true humbling going on, or has it just been bullying? Honestly, I feel good. I feel great. I don't really have anything else to say towards the subject right now because I don't know. I'll get into these rants and then I get tired. I get tired, but I think that I'm in a good way, I think I've basically said the gist of what it is that I needed to say. I think I think I'm good. And now, basically, I just need to sit here and breathe.
Want to learn how to tie your shoe? It's a very easy thing to do. You sit on down and I'll give you the scoop. What's that? It's called the loop-de-loop.
I don't have my earrings on. It's okay. My sister and I were just out for a few hours because she had to run a few errands. And it was just a lot, girl. It was a lot. Traffic was heavy. My tummy was empty. I was hungry. She wanted to be home because she had been at work all day, and then we had to go back out, and it was just like, you know, it was a lot. Ooh, but it was kind of worth it in the end because we got us something to eat, and then we came back home, and we sat together downstairs, and I asked her to smoke a blunt with me, and she did. We smoked a blunt together. Well, I had a blunt, and she had a blunt. I thought we were going to share a blunt, but she rolled me my own blunt. Oh, wow. Wow. And I'm anti-blunt. I don't like papers. I rather give me a glass piece. That's good enough for me. And I don't know, girl, like today was just a little different. Like I woke up, I was feeling really sluggish and heavy. And then like my anxiety is always through the roof, but today it was I don't know, it was just a little different. It was just a little different. And then all that driving and that traffic, it wasn't bad. It could have been worse. It really could have been worse. It was actually smoother. It was smooth. It was smooth. There was just a couple of moments where I was like, oh no. But it's fine. It's fine. I just don't really like driving, nor do I like traffic. Ugh. But I did it. Then after my sister and I smoked, we had a really good conversation. We smoked, and then we spent time with my babies. My dog, he was being so sweet. He came over and he gave me a hug. Oh my goodness, he's so sweet. He came over and he put his head over my shoulder and he gave me a hug. And then I told him to go over and give his TT some lovins, and he did. He was probably already on his way to go do that, and we just thought it at the same time. But still, he went over there and he went and he gave his stuttering. He gave his TTs some lovins, and then my cat, he likes to be a part of what we have going on, but he normally just like watches from a distance. But he's a part in his own little way, and he fell asleep. He sat on his little cat tree, and he listened to us talk, and he fell asleep. He's so sweet. Oh, and then he got up, and he gave his TT some lovins, and then we said our goodbyes, and I love yous, and we went to our rooms. Outside of that, there's a few other things that I wanted to talk about. Oh yeah, I drink a lot of Coca-Cola. A lot. Like, at least once a day. It used to be worse than that. It used to be like 2 or 3 a day. But I substituted, like, sparkling water, and that helps me to not drink as much Coca-Cola. But, girl... Oh, and then I had to, like, force myself to, like, up my water intake, which helps me to not drink as much Coca-Cola. But, girl... And then, it's not even cheap. Coca-Cola is not cheap, girl. It's not. But anything to keep me here, you know? Anything to keep me on this earth. That's the mentality that I had. I was like, you know what? It could be worse. But with that being said, I'm not a diet soda person, but I came across a video or something. I came across something of someone saying that Coke Zero is supposed to taste like Coca-Cola. Oh yeah, I was on Reddit. I was scrolling through Reddit, and somebody made a post that said, what's the difference between Diet Coke and Coke Zero? And somebody kindly explained that Coke Zero is supposed to taste like classic Coke, and Diet Coke is just Diet Coke. So I went and I got some Coke Zero, and it actually it's doable. I think that I can make the switch. I think I can do it. It does have a little bit of like that diet soda aftertaste, but it's not bad. It's not bad. I'll probably have to do my research because I've seen somewhere how diet soda really isn't that much better than regular soda. But I think I'm kind of falling for the propaganda. I don't know, girl. If it is propaganda. Like I said, I'll have to do some research. I don't really have any, like, hobby updates because I haven't really been hobbying. Not really. I guess I started playing video games again. I started playing Roblox again. I wasn't really fucking with it. I played Resident Evil 7 the other day. Just a few minutes. Not too much. But I was thinking about playing Red Dead Redemption again because I haven't even scratched the surface. Like, that game is hours long and I haven't even really gotten into it like that. So, and I got it on sale. It was like $15. So I I should probably play it. Outside of that, this might not be a cute angle, girl. This might not be a cute angle. Okay. So, as I was saying, I haven't really been artsing and crafting lately. Oh my god, oh my god. I don't hate my arms. My arms working. There's nothing wrong with my arms. It's fine. Oh god. Okay. I just want to show you this. Okay? I just want to show you this. Exactly. Let me show you this. This is what I've been trying to show you. I started this a few weeks ago, but I haven't touched it since then. It's supposed to be a little kitchen. And I know what you're probably thinking. Where's the stove? I forgot. Cause okay, this can't be the oven. Maybe we can pretend that the stove is on this wall. Use your imagination type deal. Exactly, Rigby, exactly. He agrees. But that's the refrigerator. That's cute. And then I have some cabinets. I gotta make some shelves in there. And then I was gonna make some drawers. I think I'm just gonna cut out rectangles and... Yes, Papa. I think I'm just gonna cut out rectangles and make the drawers look like drawers. I don't think I'm gonna make them functional, basically is what I'm saying. Yes, honey bunny. Oh, I'm also gonna make actual food and stuff to go inside of it. That's why this is so exciting, because I'm gonna make actual food. And I might make a table and some chairs. I don't know, girl, 2 chairs. I don't know. It's like an apartment kitchen. This is a little sitting area that I started. I made this a long time ago. I just didn't use it in my last build because it was too big. And then I have this couch that I made out of foam, and I'm gonna finish it. I think I'm gonna add more foam and make cushions and stuff. And I might try to find an old t-shirt or something and cut it up and and then I'm gonna make some books like I did for my other one, but the books are clearly gonna have to be much bigger because this is big. And then I want to make a gallery wall in the back. Whenever I feel like doing, the artsing and the crafting again. In case you haven't watched any of my previous videos, this is actually the very first one that I've made. I did it over the course of a few months. I started on the furniture first just to see if it was something that I actually like doing, and I do. And this is what came of it. The decorating was the best part. That was the funnest part. The funnest, is that a word? It is today. I think I'm gonna go ahead and end the vlog here. I think this is a good place to stop. If you made it this far, thank you so much for watching, and I will see you in the next one. You have anything to say, Rigbeanie? Period. All right, bye. Wait, let me talk to Bernard. Hold on, let me let y'all talk to Bernard. Do you have anything you want to say, Bernard? Period. Okay, bye.